Thank you very much, Epede.
Thank you.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. Hope you guys are well. Good to see you all. Apologies, I think I've missed two sessions now. Yeah, the last two
Yes, you
sessions.
did.
Yes, yes. Um, well, I've been, as you know, and doing the traveling to universities, talking to them, and it's great work, that we do here. Yes, and in fact, tomorrow I got another meeting to go all the way to Liverpool. So we're reaching out, so it's UK wide. I think, yeah, it's a compliment to all of us, and for what we're doing here and what we're doing for the profession, but also what we're doing for humanity. Yes, it's all about, serving, yeah, with what God has blessed us with. Yes, so let's not stop, and I hope, that I'm inspiring you guys here, and the young people, particularly who are coming into the profession, yes, to come in and be different, yeah. Um, just understanding that, number one, you are who you are, yes. Number two, yeah, you're part of a professional group, yes, that you belong to. SCC is the largest, accountancy body in the world. Yes, if you look at the statistics, the number is just growing. A lot more people, are going to university and now opting to do ACCA, which is good, and it's not only in the UK, worldwide. Yes, so when you come into the profession, yes, it's a great blessing, yes. And for you guys who have decided to do this, it's one of the right things to do, yes. You hear me talking about this all the time, the need for what we do, yes. As accountant, um, every country needs an accountant. Yes. Good accountants, yes, to run the country in a certain way. Yes. And we know that there are lots of things happening, around the world, political, whatever it is, but accountants are needed, every country in the world. Yes. And every business out there in every country need an accountant. Yes. Uh, individuals, particularly those who are rich, who got money, yes, they need an accountant. So the need for what we do exists. So if you decide you want to be an accountant, yes, oh my goodness, well, there you go. Yeah, you don't have a problem. And that's why, the good news for me, I love doing this, go and talk to university students, yes, or graduates, and because at that age, where most of the time, they're not too sure what they want to do. Oh, well, I'm doing this because, my parents want me to do this, or friends, or whatever it is. Yeah, they're able to make up their mind very early on, that, what, this is what I want to do. Yes, I go to university and then move on to do ACCA and then, yes. But as we know, yes, and this is why this training here is so important. Yeah, it's not only about getting the qualification. Yes, it's also about the experience. Yeah. Um, Students are going through university, they're getting the degrees, they're coming down, out of university, they don't have the experience and nobody wants to take them. Yeah, it's a challenge out there, to get work. Yeah. Not saying work is not there, work is there, but employers, yes, businesses, are having to have a big challenge. Yes, because, they don't have the budget to train, young people who are coming from universities or college or whatever it is. Yeah, they want to get people who are ready for work. Yeah, so to speak. Yeah, and if you look at it again, guys, think about it. Every business is there to make profit. Yes, they want to be able to continue, to exist, to do what they set out to do. And most of the biggest cost there, most of the time, for businesses, is staff. So if you don't get the right staff who come in, and then deliver, this profitability that you're looking for, then sorry, that business is going to go down. Yeah. So it's so important, that we understand that. So you need to have the right skill set, to be part of that mix to help the organization to do well. Yeah. So do you have it? Yeah. Do you take do you have what it takes? Yeah. This is where the issue is, guys. Yeah. So I'm glad that you guys are here. And this session is more to talk to you guys. Just some practical tips, I call it. Yes, to share with you. Yes. What is this I see, on a day-by-day basis, on a weekly basis, yeah, running the practice, yeah, Moracle, yeah, and all the other businesses that I get involved with, and all the client work, to talk to clients every day, every week, every month, it's a lot of experience, yeah, meeting people and talking to them and then listening to them, serving them, yeah, and accounting is about that, about service, yeah, and the word service, we want to redefine it, when you come to Moracle, to serve people, yes, wholeheartedly, to be emotionally involved when you're serving people. When you're really serving people, yes, you need to take that into consideration as people that you're serving, to respect people, to deal with people in a certain way, you understand? To go the extra mile. And that's what accountancy at Moracle, yeah, is exposing you guys to, yeah? Um, we mix the accounting training with the mindset training, yes? And we do a lot of mindset here. In fact, now, you understand, there's a program that we're working on, so you guys are going to get involved a little bit more, yes? You guys have to get involved in mindset training a little bit more, yes? Because I can see, how it will help you guys. It helped me a lot, yeah, to be what I am today. Yeah, so that's why I'm bringing this into the training. Yes, I was not given the opportunity when I was being trained. Yes, no, uh, nobody talks about it. You know, well, employer wants you to deliver. To have the right mindset, to be in the right thinking or thought process, but not training for that. So here we'll give you the training. Yeah, but also now artificial intelligence. Yeah. We cannot do without artificial intelligence now. Yeah. I don't know if you can hear my phone. Yes, I have to shut it down now because now, Siri is listening to what I'm saying and is responding. Yes. Um, so it's everywhere. Yeah. Now you get QuickBooks now. The bank is connected, to the accounting software, and transactions are being loaded every, how often you want it. You understand? And if you really organize, and then set up, your accounting system, transaction will be coming all the way from an external source and it get posted itself, yeah, into the general ledger. How lovely, yeah. So these are the kind of stuff that you're going to be exposed to here when you come to Moracle, yes, and challenging you guys in all direction for you to be the best, the person, who you are, who you want to be, yes, and but also there's a lot of support, yeah, we're going to be providing to you guys, yeah. So Thursdays when we meet is to talk more practical, yeah. This is not like the training, yes. The training is done, during the week, where you get your colleagues, you got the software, that's where the real work is. But also when you finish, for example, your internship, 3 months or 6 months, as the case may be, then you get to do some practical work. Yeah, that practical work is now to help you to close that gap between what you know and what you are able to do. Yeah. So you move on from your internship, to a consultancy. Yeah. Now you begin to now focus on, oh, hold on, I want to do work now, then I get paid. Yes. Now I can create value, I can add value, and I need some of that value to come back to me. Yes. And you can move on to the next stage, whereby you get full-time, role, that well, I got money coming in, every month. Okay, that money is not enough. I need some more money. So now it gives you more. Yeah, I got a base, I could do more. Yeah, so we're always, looking to, to support people. Yeah, in that way. Yeah. So Thursday today, and particularly this month, is this topic of accounts production, statutory accounts and scheduling. Right. I listened to the tape, for the last two sessions, and I just want to thank, my colleagues, James and Mayama, yes, and Robert who stepped in, yes, and for the past two sessions, they've done a brilliant job, and thank you again, yes. But also I want to ask you guys to, if you really, think that, you want to, share your knowledge, with the others, let me know, so that we can get you, to talk to people, yes, through this program. And it's very important, that you share your knowledge, yeah. So don't hesitate, yes, if you can do it, yeah. We'll help you, we'll guide you, so that you could be part of the delivery, yeah. It doesn't matter whether you've been here for a week or 2 weeks, or a year or 2 years, don't be shy, to deliver it, yeah. So let me know. Yeah, I know there are good people here who can share. Yeah, we're all about sharing. Yeah. But the Moracle Accountancy Formula, yes, and I know most of you guys know where this is come from. Yes, and this is where this is going. Yeah. This is a formula that I myself put together. This is all my experience. Yes. Working here. Yes. Particularly, in the what you call it now, the accounting, audit, and tax space. Yes. The amount of businesses, that I've worked with, and the challenges, that are faced. And I always want to find ways, to make things simple. Yeah. And I always believe to paint that picture. Paint a picture. Yeah. The finance function, yes, of any business or any organization. Yeah. That's what we're talking about here. So you are in the finance function, where either you are responsible or you are in the support role, or you are whatever the combination, you are in the finance function. Yes. Whether the business is small business, medium size, large, international, whatever it is, I'm saying, yeah, I want you to paint that picture. Yeah. What is it that, the finance function is required to do? Yes. So these are the stages that we've dealt with here. 6 stages. Yes. Number 1, management information systems. Okay. This is where we capture the data, record that data, analyze that data, reconcile that data. If you walk with me, those 4 words, you will hear that over and over. Yes. You got to capture that data, you got to record it, you got to analyze it, you got to reconcile. Okay, guys, you got to understand what this means. Yes. And that's what you're doing on a day-by-day basis, guys. You got people who are doing it. Yes. Whether you're small, medium, large, or international, whatever it is. Yes. You got to be able to do this. How we do it, it's different. Yeah. In so many different ways. Yeah. But you're going to capture that data. You're going to record it. You're going to analyze it. You're going to reconcile it. Yes. Okay. Within there, you got payroll. Yes. You got the VAT. You got gifted for charities. Yes. So important at that stage. So you can see what I'm doing down here, on a day-by-day basis, week by week, month by month, what are the things that the business need to do? Yes. And here, I'm telling you guys, if you really want to, particularly young people who are coming into the profession and you want to get a job, yes. I remember as an employer, I've been an employee myself for years, yes. Now I'm an employer. Yes, you come to me and say, you know what, give me a client, I could do that, with less supervision. Yes, I'm telling you, yes, that employer is going to say yes. Okay, yeah, give it to you. Yeah, but you got to know inside out. Yeah, because every organization is different. So you need to get a background understanding. So you hear me talking to you guys about background information. Yes. background information. You got 6 things in there. Yes. Do you understand really about this business? If you don't understand about the business, how can you capture that data and record that data and analyze that data and reconcile that data? If you don't understand, about that business, you don't get the thorough background information. So important. Yes. Okay. Here we use QuickBooks, Xero, and Sage. So you get certification after you've done all of this. And think about it, guys. Yeah, that's stage number 1. Yes, every business goes through that. Every business, whether you are, say you are just a startup, because day to day, you're spending money, or money is coming in, or money is moving. Yeah, financial transaction is happening. So that stage, has to be. Yeah. So remember that. Yes. So if you master that, you understand, wherever you go, yeah, it gives you more chance for you to get a job. Yes. That's stage number 1. But stage number 1, there's a lot of things in there. It's not just posting. And that's what I want to make clear. It's not just about posting. Because a lot of people, how we are trained and wired is to, want to post. Yes. No. Yes. You want to understand a detailed understanding of what that business is. Yes. When you do that, I'm telling you guys, you stand a very strong position to be able to get a job. And when you get that job, for you to create value. Yeah, because that's what is value creation. You are there, yeah, you leave everyone with that impression of increase. Well, I was good at doing that. I'm telling you, I am, wherever I go, sorry, I want to create something. I want to leave something. Yeah, so get into it. Do a lot of it. You cannot do 1 or 2 and say you're good at it. No, sorry, you're going to do more. Yes. All sorts of different combination. Stage number 1. Yeah. But it says management information system. Think about it, guys. It's all the different systems coming together. Yeah. Remember that. Yeah. A lot of systems in here. Yeah. Stage number 1. That moves on to stage number 2. Yeah. Management accounts and value added. We say here, where every month you prepare a management account and then you discuss it with those people who are charged with governance. You've got people who are making decisions every month. Yes. That's their role. Those directors, yes, or those departmental heads, they have to make decisions, forward, looking at what has happened in the past or what is happening at the moment, yes, or what they can forecast, going to happen in the future. They have to make a decision, yeah, strategic decision. So we need management accounts, to be provided to them every month and have the meeting. Well, I've just told my guys, my team, we're going to have at least 30 meetings now, yeah, every month now, starting from next week. Okay. So now it's a challenge now. I said to myself, I've been talking about this. Nobody is now, wanting to do it. Yeah, it's a lot. Yes, it's a lot of work. Yeah, but this is what, we are accountants, this is what I'm saying to you guys. When you come in, if you really want to do this, really, guys, yeah, it's not just talking about it, it's about doing it. Yeah, put yourself out there, go the extra mile, yeah, to do it. So I've been talking about this over and over and over, all sorts of challenges, not been happening. I've now told my my team, yes, they're blocking now 30, of our clients. We're going to start with 30 clients starting from next week. Yes. So the whole of next week, yeah, by Thursday next week, I will tell you how many people, how many clients, I've met. But this is what I'm asking you guys when you come to Moracle and you kind of training, that discipline, yeah, to say, I want to do it and then go for it. Are you with me? That decision-making stuff, and that's the attitude that you bring to it, but also to believe that if this is needed, every client out there, every business out there needs this function. Yeah, where every month, you're calling them, if you're an accountant who is a partner of that business, if you're an accountant who want to provide a service, yeah, and that service which is really adding value to that business as a client, you want to talk to them every month. Yes, you want to talk to them. You want to meet them. Yeah, 10, 15 minutes. You want to have a conversation with them. Yeah, and there's so much scope, to get more business, to give them more value. There's so much interaction. Nowadays, it's not all about numbers. There's social issues out there that is happening. Yeah, these businesses, they are run by people, and people are a social animal. Yeah, they need, somebody, like us to be talking to them, respecting them, and supporting them. Yeah, that's what it is. That's social interaction. Yeah, so by doing this every month, yeah, that's what you are able to do. Yeah, to talk to them, guide them. Yes. Now, for you to do that, you've got to have, prior knowledge of what is happening, believe in it, but also know what is happening in the environment. Yeah, know what is coming. Yeah, to be able to talk to your client, to add value. Yeah, so we're going to do it. Yeah, so next Thursday, I would like to give you an update how many clients we've met, from Monday to Thursday. Yes, okay. But that's what we're going to do. And I'm saying, if anybody, who is out there who wants to be a part of this team, yeah, shout out, let me know. Yeah, but I'm going to go ahead, and do that. Yeah, but it is so much an important stage, yeah, in what we do. Yeah, particularly in the Moracle Accountancy Formula. There's no point to do the books, number one. Yeah, to do the bank reconciliation, to post, and then, at the end of the month, we don't give report of what has happened. Yes, you compare the budget against the actual, you understand, and tell them, where they overspend, underspend, and what, prospect is out there, so you can forecast what is to come, how the year is going to look like if the trend continues that way. Yes, how you can interject. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Yeah, that is what this number two is doing. Yes. And when you do number one and number two, guys, yeah, any business that is out there, yeah, I'm telling you, it's going to weather any storm. However difficult the environment is, yes, it's going to be able to withstand those shocks and pressures. Yeah. I believe that. I've done it in the past. I've seen it happen, you understand? But we get to, guys. Yeah. And you guys are coming into the world, the accounting space for the first time, the young ones in particular, those two stages. If you master this, yes, and you're looking for work, I'm telling you, you're gonna get, so much work. Yeah, you're gonna be top of the list. Yeah, because a lot of people in the market, yes, after getting the qualification, cannot do this. Yeah, so come here, we'll train you. Yes, give you 3 months or 6 month training. Yes, and you're ready, to go out there and say, hey, look, I could do this. Yeah, and see what employers will do. They'll take you on. Yeah, but for those of us who are working now, yeah, we need to deliver this to our clients, one and two. Yeah, they need the service. Yeah, and they'll pay you for it. Yeah, yes, and you will get value, from it. Yeah, knowing that you are doing this, and a lot of satisfaction. Number three, yeah, which is the discussion for the month, statutory accounts and scheduling. Again, I would like to just give you a bit of story here, and when I started Moracle, in 2008, yes, the way we were set up, yeah, is to do stage number 3, statutory accounts and scheduling, and then do number 4, taxation, and then do here, stage number 5, the reporting, which is the audit. Moracle is an audit firm. Yes, from inception, we've always been an audit firm. Yes, so we do audit, and then we file with the authorities. Yeah, and we always invested in a paperless environment, and also, we've got an accounting or software. Yeah, in this case, we're using digital at the moment. Yes, so digital stage number 3, digital stage number 4, digital stage number 5, and then digital stage number 6. Yeah, so it makes life much easier. So we're not getting involved in stage number 1 and stage number 2. We go in there for stage 1 and 2. We train the people, the staff, or the clients, and they give us the information at the end of the year. Yes, so we are doing just high level. That's what we used to call it, high level. We do the accounts, we do the taxation, and then we do the audit, and then we file it, with the authorities, as the case may be. Yeah, okay. But then you begin to see, well, hold on. Most of the time, what we get coming to us to do statutory accounts, yes, all sorts of different situations. Yeah, I call it in inverted comma, a fine mess. Yeah, trial balance and reconcile. You understand? You see, they give you trial balance. You look at it. The trial balance has got all sorts of, figures left, right, and center. Yes. So before you start doing your account, you've got so much mess in there, and it takes ages, to do those accounts. All sorts of journals, correcting that, correcting that, correcting that. That's all. Hold on. But what is happening here? Yes, it is not the account preparation process. Yes, it is here because stage number one has not been done properly, or even stage number two has not even been done. Yes, throughout the year. So now, all of a sudden, they give you, say a reconciled trial balance. Oh, the account is ready for you to do. And then it takes ages, for us to now prepare the accounts here. Okay. That was, I'm telling you, yeah, it's a challenge. Because now when you begin to investigate it, and you begin to see, oh my goodness, it's because number one, it's not been done properly. Yes, postings have not been done correctly. Yes, the postings all over the place. Yeah, the reconciliations have not been done. Even when they say the bank has been reconciled, yeah, but you look at it, you see unreconciled transactions there, even though, yeah, the reconciliation says zero, and people don't realize, oh, well, hold on, there are other transactions there which should not be there, yeah, and the effect that has, because after the bank reconciliation has been done, and you see still transactions sitting down there for that period, which is unreconciled, well, it should be telling you something. Yes, it's not because the reconciliation says zero in QuickBooks or zero, yes, in the zero software itself. That means the bank is okay, everything's fine. No, yes. The only time you realize is when you are doing the scheduling. Yeah, because now in the scheduling here, where we do the scheduling, we break things down and say the banks, I want to see the bank reconciliation. I want to make sure, that balance that you got down there, yeah, in the reconciliation report ties with the trial balance, but also agrees to the bank statement. So you schedule it, yeah? The income, I want to see that income that you're saying that you got as your income, yeah, how does that reconcile, to, for example, the VAT returns, yeah? So you do all sorts of different schedules, yeah? Your payroll, when you say your payroll is sitting in your trial balance, yes, I want to see if there is the payroll report, yeah, because the payroll software itself, yeah, is an independent report or software that does the payroll every month, yes, and then you want to pull the total from that report and then compare that to what you got in the trial balance that is coming out from stage number one. You want to schedule it. If there's any difference, you want to ask the question, yeah? So scheduling, yeah, becomes a massive, massive process in stage number three. Yeah, if you do accounts for me, yes, the first thing I want to see is the schedules. Yeah, the guys who work with me, they know that. Can I get a schedule, please? Yeah, not about the account itself, the statutory account itself, because we've got software produces it. But I want to see the schedule. I want to see, what is behind those numbers. Yes, that's how we do accounts here. So when we call this stage statutory accounts and scheduling, that's what we mean. You cannot produce accounts, yes, where the schedules are not there. And the schedules are there for so many different reasons. Yeah, number one, yes, in our case, if somebody is supervising your work or reviewing your work, that person needs to be able to look at the schedules that you have done. Is there any assumptions or any estimate or any judgment that you have done? Yes, which should be in that schedule. Yeah, is there notes and queries, for example, that what you're doing the account, you come across, yeah, oh, I'm not too sure about this, you put it down in your notes and queries. Oh, I'm not sure about this. This is what I did. Yeah, put it down in your notes and queries. So somebody who is supervising your work or reviewing it will see what you have done, but also I end up to sign the accounts at the end of the day. I want to see what has been done. Yeah, to satisfy myself. Yeah, because remember this principle, professional skepticism, we don't trust people. We don't trust anything. We check it. So we take full responsibility for it. And in my case here, Moracle, yeah, I take full responsibility for any account that goes out. So I want to see your schedules. Yes. Where are those schedules? Yeah, and those schedules, they need to follow a certain way of doing it. You don't just do schedules for anyhow. You're going to follow, certain strategy, a pattern to do it. Yeah, so you are trained, how to do those schedules. Yes. Again, that's another skill set, to have. Yeah. But remember, yeah, it's not only for internal, but for external as well. Those schedules are so important. Yeah, knowing that you file in accounts with the authorities. HMRC, for example, might question those accounts and might ask for breakdown of those figures. So those schedules will help you to be able to do that. Yeah. And I hate it when you get, a query from HMRC and we're struggling to find those figures. Yeah. In the first instance, well, hold on. Yes, we have put those figures in the statutory account, so we have the breakdown. Yeah, and then those breakdowns should justify, why those figures are in the account. So if we get a query from HMRC, yeah, we should go to the schedules and send those schedules over to them. Here, look, thank you very much. You're querying this. This is the reason why this figure is like that. Yes, but sometimes it takes ages, yeah, for you to respond back to HMRC. Yeah, that's not good practice. That's not good enough. Yes, the banks sometimes they ask for questions. Other stakeholders, even the client asks, for query. They query some of those figures. Scheduling help you, yeah, to be able to provide this information confidently, to whosoever need that. But also, we are monitored or regulated by SCCA. So when SCCA comes, to do their visit, they want to see the schedules. Yes, when they come in, they say, Mola, yes, you are the partner here. Yeah, how are things done here? And I'm telling you, they ask me that question. I just take this Moracle Accountancy Formula and then show them, and this is how we do it. Yeah, and remember, guys, we are, what you call it now, because we are regulated by SCCA. Yes, then we need to apply for what's called now the approved employer scheme. Yes, so my colleague who done the application, the admin side does. This is what we give to them. This is what we do in Moracle. Yeah, these 6 stages. Yes, for that application. That's what we send to them. Yes, and then we get that. So we are an approved employer, so that the guys who are working with us, the guys who are studying with us, the guys who are affiliated with us, we can sign their PER. Are you with me? Their CPD, when we do courses like this, that can count towards, their CPD to say, well, no, sorry, these guys are really, being trained, and they're doing the continuous professional development. And this is true. Because every Thursday we're meeting here and talking about this. Are you with me, guys? Yeah. So it's so important, guys. If you're working with us and you're following the Moracle Accountancy Formula, scheduling, yeah, is key. Yeah, to doing stage number 3. You cannot give me a set of account and then without the schedules. Yeah. And if you are doing this, you're doing accounts wherever you are now. I'm saying to you guys, and you don't have scheduling, yeah, to support those accounts, guys, think, twice about it. Think about it. Yes, you're not doing it or do it justice to it. Yeah, so stage number 3, those scheduling are so, so important. Yeah, so for you guys who are coming through like consultant now, yeah, there's a lot of work to be done here. Yes, and here, this is where, you begin to get, the value of your training or your experience. Because when you do this, you do accounts and scheduling, it takes you short time to do, but what you are charging for is so high. Why? Because this is high level. It's a statutory accounts and scheduling. Yes, high level. Yes. Well, in Moracle, yes, we don't say, well, okay, because it's high level, so it's only for people who are qualified. You understand, ACC or FCC or whatever it is. No. Yeah, anybody could do this. Are you with me? Okay. I remember my days when I was training. For you to do accounts? Oh my goodness. Yes. For you to even pick up the phone and talk to the HMRC, yeah, or to talk to clients. Sorry, you're not allowed to do it. Yes, until you get to a certain level before you can do it. But at Moracle, no. Yes, once you understand it, once you go through this training, you understand, you could be anywhere. You could, whatever either you qualify or not. Yes, you could be doing statutory accounts. You could be calling the HMRC and talking to them, about a client. Yes, I'm not saying, well, hold on, don't worry about qualification. No, that's not what I'm saying. Yeah, in fact, for me here, you know that, I'm going to put you under pressure, to get your qualification, because you need your qualification, your ACCA qualification, but also you need your practical experience. Are you with me? Both of them. Yeah, that's what you're going to get when you work with us. We're going to put you under pressure. Yes, okay. And because it makes it, really a nice feeling. Yeah, when you're talking to a client and say, I know my stuff, but also you got your qualification, to back you up. Yes, they give you more credibility, they give you more respect, and they pay you more. But I'm saying to you guys, yeah, statutory accountant scheduling, yeah, if you master this, if you really, really master this, yes, then I'm telling you, wherever you go, yes, you can make a lot of money. You will stand out, yes, and everywhere we go, because sometimes we act as accountants, yes, the finance function, preparing accounts, so that we can give it to auditors, yes, and everywhere we go, I'm telling you, when we present, our scheduling, and give it to the auditors, oh my goodness, we just give them a cup of tea, they sit down, very little question come up, because we now follow that thought process. We know how it feels like, yes, to put a set of accounts together with the scheduling, all tying up, breaking up, break down, do the post balance sheet events. Yes, debtors. It's not only just give them the debtors figures in the balance sheet, and now we make sure the debtors balance in the balance sheet agrees to the trial balance, and we break down that debtor, trade debtors, other debtors, and if we say trade debtors, that trade debtors, we want to say why they are trade debtors. The invoices need to be supported there. Yes, and then we need to go post balance sheet. Yeah, have we received this money from the customers? Yeah, and the date that we received, the amount that we received, the bank account that you went into. That's what scheduling means. Yes, that's what scheduling means. But don't give me a figure there and say the balance sheet, or here are debtors. Yeah, and then you say, oh, look, this debtor is the trade debtor, one figure, that's it. No, that's not scheduling. Yes, scheduling for debtors. Yes, I've just explained it. You're going to make sure that debtor figure that you got in the balance sheet, yeah, is agreeing to your trial balance. That debtor figure that you got, in the balance sheet, you're going to break it down between trade debtors, yes, and then others. For example, those others could be prepayments, it could be accrued income, it could be other debtors. You want to break them down like this. And then when you go to trade debtors, you're going to say the trade debtor figure of, let's say, 50,000, yeah, is made up of 5 customers. Those 5 customers, yeah, these individual customer invoices that were sent, yeah, to give you this amount. Yes. And then now you look forward and say, yes, this money has now been received. Yeah, when was it received? Post balance sheet. Yeah, you put the date, you put the amount, and you say, where was this money banked? You track it. If the money was not received, yeah, then you must have seen evidence that this money has been chased. Yeah, we chased the customer, and here is what the response is. The customer is not paid us, yes, but yes, they are making steps to pay us. Yeah, here's the correspondence. If you make a telephone call, chasing that money, or the credit control, there is recorded somewhere. The evidence of that transaction or that activity should be recorded. Yes, that is what you add in your schedule. That's what gives you a proper schedule. Yeah, in Moracle Accountancy Formula. You cannot just say, well, debtors is just this figure, that's it, and forget about it, and say the account is done. Sorry, not good enough. Yeah, so you've got to go through a different type of training and discipline and thought process. That's why stage number 3, as I'm saying to you guys, is crucial. Yes. But again, this is where, a lot of the time, people are making a lot of mistake. Yes. You see accounts out there. Yes. Even myself, I put mine up sometimes, under pressure. You understand? I look at someone's set of accounts, I make a decision, those decisions, now when I look back, I say, well, hold on, Mola, did you allow this account to go away? Yeah, seriously. Yes, we all make those kind of mistakes. We do. But when we make those mistakes, we raise our hands up, and say, sorry, let's try and change it. Hopefully, yeah, it's not cause, a lot of problem. That's why, need to have this segregation of function. Yeah, so that somebody else does it, somebody reviews it, and then when it comes to me, I review it, and do my checks. But even when that is done, sometimes we make a mistake, we miss it. Yeah, but the process is being followed. Yes, that discipline, we have to have that to break things down. So when you prepare account, don't just send the account and say, well, the account is done. Yeah, you're looking for the scheduling, proper scheduling. Yeah, debtors, creditors. Yeah, those control account. They are control account. They call them control account for a reason. I've been saying to you guys the other day, and if you guys want, if you have not got a copy, yeah, guys, particularly young guys who are coming through to the accounting, space now. Yeah, I recommend you reading this book called Frank Wood, Bookkeeping Made Simple. Are you with me? It gives you a lot of fundamental. Yes, I did that. I read Frank Wood, my days. Yeah, it's still relevant today. Yes. And I remember those days, going back again to the it's the 90s. Yes. That Frank Wood. Even today, it's relevant. Yeah. Yeah. So if you don't have a copy, a soft copy, yeah, please, ask. Put your name forward, and ask. Yeah. Take that, even if it's bedtime reading. Yes. I recommend it. Highly recommend that. Because it would give you the fundamentals of what I'm talking about here. Yes, how you break things down and why you're breaking things down so that you can support your schedules. Are you with me? And if you are involved in account and you're not doing schedules, please think twice. Or come and meet me, talk to me. If you need some guidance, if you're working on it now, you're not too sure about it, come and talk to me. And this does not only apply here for you say, oh, well, it's only in the UK. Yeah, because I got this statement from my colleagues, and in different parts of the world. Oh, well, no, this is not happening in Sierra Leone. This is how we do it. Sorry. Yes. It's good practice. And good practice does not mean, well, hold on, it's only done in one country or one continent, all over the world. Yeah, best practice. When you're doing accounts, you've got to have proper scheduling. And those schedules, yeah, when you do it, you've got to make sure you yourself, you feel confident and proud, that you've done those schedules. Because any question that comes in from those statutory accounts, you are able to explain this. But it's so, so important that number one, yes, it's done. Number one. I keep coming back again to number one. And you guys, if you're following me, you will see that, every day, every week, every month, yes, I will lay emphasis on stage number one. The people who are responsible to post, yes, to capture that data, record that data, analyze that, and reconcile that data, they need to know that, they make sure they get things right from that point when they're doing it. It is not stage number three, where all of these adjustments and, debtors, prepayment, and accruals, and whatever it is, should be done. All of it should have been done here, stage number one. So when you come down here, stage number three, what you're focusing on, it says statutory. The word statutory means by law. By law, accounts for a private company need to be prepared in a certain way. By law, accounts for a charity, need to be prepared in a certain way. By law, account for a CIC, a community interest company, need to be prepared in a certain way. By law, an account for a non-for-profit making limited by a guarantee company need to be prepared in a certain way. Yes, that's what we are talking about here, is statutory accounts, stage number three. Yeah, it means that all the day-to-day recording, the reconciliation, the payroll, the VAT, all that reconciliation should have been done in stage number one. It is not number three. Are you with me, guys? It should be done in stage number one. Accruals, depreciation, yes, all those reversal of opening prepayments, put in the new prepayment, the reversal of opening accruals, put in the new accruals, deferred income, accrued income, depreciation, all of those journals, those adjustments should be done here in stage number 1. Are you with me? Yeah, and if that's done, just think about it. Every month, yes, every month those adjustments have been done. Yeah, 12 months, you put all this adjustment reverse and put all, by the time you get to stage number 3, when you're doing this, it makes life much easier. You can then relax, yeah, when you're doing your scheduling. Because here is high level. Now you're thinking now, the statutory presentation, the statutory disclosure. What kind of disclosure do we need to now have in the accounts? And there are lots of disclosure requirements, yes, that a company needs to consider. Yes, financial commitments, for example, operating leases. Yes, in charities, you got all sorts of different notes. Yeah, fund summary. You understand? You got all of these things that you need to. Yeah, stage number 3. That's why it's called statutory, by law. Yes, but that's stage number 1. You need to master it, guys. And if we do master it, yeah, stage number 1, we do it every month. Yes, you hear me talking about a month-end procedure. Yeah, every month. Yeah, you check in to make sure accruals, prepayment, depreciation, deferred income, accrued income, all those adjustments, all those control accounts are now balancing up. Yeah, it's sitting down here, stage number 1. The banks are reconciled. Yes, all the reconciliation process, payroll reconciliation. Yes, the figure in the payroll, yeah, in the profit and loss account is reconciled to the payroll information. That is a kind of a reconciliation that needs to be done every month. Yes, when you do that, I'm telling you, it's a big and beautiful, feeling that you get. Yes, so when you come to stage number 3, yes, you're looking at those, you can see how the schedules are going to be easily put together, and now you're just focusing on your statutory requirements. Yes, and when you do that, then we're saying you're following the Moracle Accountancy Formula. Yeah, people will pay you for that. Yeah, and it's premium, and also you can do it very quickly because we got software called Digital that helps you to produce those accounts. You get me? When you do that and you have a conversation with your client, you understand, and they look at you and they say, wow, why did you do it so quickly? How come you do it so quickly? The other accountant, it takes you a month or 2 to do this account. And for you, you take 2 days to do it. Why? How? Yeah, it's because you make sure stage number 1 has been done. Yeah. So even though you got responsibility to do the statutory accounts, yeah, and somebody else is doing stage number 1, you know what you do? Now you provide support. And you're watching them, you're supporting them. Have you done your bank reconciliation? Have you done, your prepayments? Have you done your accruals? Every month you're following up, you're talking to them. Don't leave them. You have to say, oh no, I'll wait for them, to do that. No, sorry. Build that relationship. And that's what one of the things that we're going to do when we do this meeting here, stage number 2, these meetings that we're going to have now on a month-by-month basis, that's what we're going to be looking for. Because some of our clients, they are responsible to do stage number 1. We don't have control over that, but we're not just going to leave them. We just want to have a conversation with them. Hey, we review the month end, yes, their control account. We can see what has been done, what has not been done. Yeah, so every month we're doing that. So when it comes to stage number 3, oh my goodness, we can turn those accounts, yeah, in 2 days. Yes, maximum 3 days. Some of this in 1 day. You could do a statutory account, the full set, in a day. Ask my colleagues who are doing digital. It just takes a couple of hours or an hour or 2 to post those transactions, and then you got a draft account. Yeah, and you're charging so much money for it. But it's not the time that it takes. Yeah, it's the thought process. It's the knowledge that you need to have. Yes, because now we're talking about statutory by law. Yeah, so now you need to now focus now what the Companies Act says, what the Charities Act says, what the SOP, says, FRS 102, what it says. That's what comes into play. Yes, so it's not just doing account and say, oh well, here are the numbers. No, sorry, you got a lot of other things to consider. Yeah, that's why you get paid, what you are paid for doing accounts. Yeah. But make it easy. Yeah. Make sure that whosoever is doing stage one, yes, you're on top of it. You're following. If you are the same person doing stage one, well, you know what you're going to do now, guys. Yeah. Discipline yourself to make sure stage one is up to date and it's up to speed. And when you do that, yeah, month in, month out, those schedules are built up. The scheduling, you don't wait for it, to when you get here to do it. Month by month, you build in those schedules. And in fact, for us here, where somebody else is doing this, what we do is we build a relationship with the person who is doing it and train them to be able to build schedules for us. So every month they build in the schedule. So when you get to statutory accounts, those schedules are already there for us in our own format. Just imagine, yes? You train somebody, you invest in them, they do this for you, and then when you come to do the accounts, yeah, it makes it so much easier. But remember, you must invest. Yeah, then now you get the dividends, you get the returns coming when you are doing the accounts here. But you got to invest. Don't leave them. Yeah, don't leave them alone. Yeah, I'm not saying go stop hitting them, whatever it is, or whatever. No, no, no. If you have to send them, tea or chocolate or whatever it is, some good memories or whatever it is, do it. But I mean, invest in them so that you make sure they're doing stage number one. Yes, because if they do stage number one to your satisfaction, then stage number three is going to be a doddle for you. Yeah, that's how you can add value and create value and make a lot of money and make life much easier. You enjoy doing this job. Yeah, so that's what I got for you guys today. Yes, I'm happy to take quick questions if you have before we finish for today. Yeah, thank you very much. Any questions? Any questions? Any clarification? Or any points? Somebody want to have a say? Just unmute and then let me know. Then you can go ahead. Any question, guys? Any observation? Number 3. How many people are doing number 3, stage number 3 at work? How many people? Show hands. Anybody else doing stage number 3 at work at the moment? No?
I used to do stage 3 when I was working.
Okay. Statutory account. Yeah. Okay. For companies or charities or which entities?
It was for limited companies and sole traders, not charity.
Okay. Yeah. Florence, which ones were you involved with? The statutory account, Florence?
Yes, I do the statutory accounts. I thought you saw my hand. Yes, I do the, it's a really something of my job, the number 3, the stage 3.
Okay. Stage 3. Okay. It's for charities, yes? Or
Yes, for charities.
charities, yeah. Yeah. This one. Who else is there? Who else is involved in statutory accounts? Okay. So I can see a lot of a need for that training, yes? Stage number 3. Well, again, and as I'm saying to you guys, I'm happy, to hold special, training, yes, for that statutory account section, yes, and the scheduling. I know Florence is benefited a lot from that, and
Yes,
I had
I did.
one-to-one, in the past,
Yes,
and,
yes, yeah.
But again, if you guys really keen, to do that, happy to have a separate, because you cannot do it here in these kind of sessions here. Yeah, you need a one-to-one and in-depth, you understand, understanding and explanation, and the methodology, I call it, how things are, put together. But once you pick that up, yeah, it's a skill, yes. And even for me now, one of the interesting bit now is we're exporting this now to, Africa now.
Mm.
We've got businesses that we're working with, guys do things there is slightly different. I'm not saying, they're worse off, compared to here, because even here, yeah, we know people who do accounts here. I'm telling you, yes, and we call them cowboys, in the way they do it. Yes, and those figures are changing like yo-yo. Right now, I got a set of accounts. Yeah, I'm not mentioning the name of the client, and well, hold on, I've done the accounts, and then send it as a draft. Yes, with the schedules, and then I got what you call it now? Oh, can we do and can we finalize this account now? And I said, yes, that's fine. I'm waiting for you. And he says, oh, no changes, everything's fine. But the discipline, yeah, now tells me, well, hold on. Yeah, from the time we did that money, we did the draft account, yeah, to now, yeah, 2 months or so, if taking time for them to look at it, yeah, go back again and look at the source. Go look at the trial balance again and see if the trial balance is the same as the trial balance that we use.
Yeah.
And surprise, surprise, what happened? The figures have changed now. Yes. And he's saying, oh, no, everything's fine. Let's file it now. Yeah. Okay. That discipline, yeah, to be able to do that, yeah, is so, so important. Yes. That's why most of the time when you go and see accounts, yes, you go opening balance differences. Yes. It's a big issue. Yes. People are doing it for all sorts of different reasons. Yeah, so again, it's the discipline that you bring into when you get to stage number 3. Yes, that discipline, when you follow that discipline, yes, and you're looking beyond, outside of the box, that's what that statutory accounts and scheduling is talking about. Yeah, but don't mix them up, stage 1 and stage 3. A lot of people mix them up, stage 1, keep it separate. Capturing the data, recording the data, analyzing the data, reconciling the data. It's a day-to-day thing. Day-to-day, week by week, month by month, you're doing that. You're closing down every month. Yeah, stage number 1. You're reconciling. All the reconciliation, those control accounts, passing those journals, stage number 1. Yes, get that discipline. Even if you're the same person doing stage 1 and stage 3, do that, on a discipline basis. Yeah, and you're building up those schedules, because when you come to stage number 3, you need to now switch, yeah, the thought process, your thinking process, and the attitude and the way you do things. Yeah, the mindset that you have for stage number 3 is different from the mindset of stage number 1. Yeah, don't mix them up. Yeah, and in fact, yes, if you are charging, yes, you charge more for stage number 3 than stage number 1. Yes. But I'm not saying, well, it's like people say, oh, it's low level. Yes, people will do it stage number 1. No, I'm not saying that. No, like people who are not qualified. I'm not saying that. Or it's people who are just starting. Like if you hear in the advert, when they're advertising this, they say, oh, it's a bookkeeping. It's for people, anybody could do the bookkeeping. Seriously. Seriously. Anybody can do it? Yeah, because now you got artificial intelligence. You just need to speak to it now. QuickBooks, I want you to post this this supplier invoice for Moracle. Yeah, it's an accountant. Then he posts it for you. I understand that. That is there and it's happening right now. But still, somebody needs to understand, yes, beyond the AI. Yes, and that is a separate way of thinking. But when you come to statutory accounts, stage number 3, it says statutory by law. Do you understand what the law says? Yeah, how to prepare accounts, charity accounts according to FRS 102. Do you know, how to present the disclosure? Yes, how to do those notes? Yes, in the account. Do you know the trustees report, how it is formulated? The headings and how the consistency principle need to. Yeah, those narratives need to be consistent with the numbers. You cannot be saying one thing in the narrative and then the numbers are telling you something else. Do you know what that means? The statutory requirement, yes, for all of these things, that's why stage number 3 is saying statutory. But like everything else in Moracle, yes, whatever you do, you're going to build schedules. Yeah, it's the evidence. Accountants, we like evidence. You understand? Yeah, that turnover figure, I want to see the breakdown. That debtor figure, I want to see the breakdown. That creditor figure, accruals, I want to see the figure. I want to see the breakdown. And those breakdown in a certain way is what constitutes scheduling. And when you put all of that together, oh, it's beautiful. I'm telling you, you can go home, you can sleep peacefully. Yes. You wake up in the next morning, you say, oh, it's a beautiful day. You know, I'm ready to do more. Yeah. And that's what seriously this training is going to do for you guys. So if you guys really were keen to do statutory accounts and really want to do that, you've never done that before, yes, let Linda or let Sepede know. Yeah, we'll organize, separate training for you guys because it's a deep training. It will kind of deep dive on it, to see how you could do some scheduling, but that's just not only just talking about it, but it's doing it. I remember those days, Florence, it's not about just talking, it's about doing it. You go and do it yourself and then come back, and look at it and say, no, sorry, this is not good enough for me, no. Go and do it again. Yeah. You do it so many times and then you yourself realize, oh my goodness, okay, I get it now. And that's what we're talking about here. Yeah. So if you're interested, come, let's organize some sessions and then we could do it. Yes. But it is a very, very important, point. Yeah. I can see some of you guys who are really needing this, somebody like Kale too, you're going to be preparing account soon. Yes. Okay. You got to get in there. Who else I can see here? Obviously, Mama is doing it at the moment. Eunice, yes, Eunice. I'm sure you got some experience doing that because Eunice talked to me about consolidated accounts. Yes, okay. But it's so important, guys, to do it in a certain way. Yeah, when you do those accounts, where's the schedules? Yeah, and I'm happy if you're doing it now. Yes, if you don't mind, send me your account. Eunice, I'm saying to you, send me a set of accounts. Let me have a look at it. Yes, and your schedules. Yes, the same. Florence, send me your latest account. Yeah, and then
I'm
you
going to send you
time.
my latest one because this year one, I want to make
Yes.
sure I complete it by May latest.
By May. There you go. There you go. Send it to me. Let me review it. I'm happy to review it and then give you my feedback. Yeah, the same. You need some saying to you if you're doing that. Yes, send it to me. Let me have a look at that. Yeah, I know Khalid, you're gonna jump into it. To do that. Yeah, soon. So I'm happy to look at that. Yes, to give you my feedback, but focus on the schedules. Yeah, on those schedules, building those schedules. Yeah. All right, guys. Oh, yes, Florence.
Can I quickly?
Yes.
I know time is gone. Maybe we can follow. We can continue next week regarding it. Is there any some from your experience, some pitfalls, things that we need, to look into when we're talking about scheduling and doing the statutory account, finally analyzing the accounts. Is there some things that one needs to see that, okay, if these things are not right, some areas that we need to look into? I'm not talking about a trial balance, not balancing, because I experienced something last account. My trial balance, everything, was balanced. And then when I did the scheduling and everything, I realized that, it's like something was missing. It wasn't, the last year balance. By the time I look at it, I later realized that my last year balance has changed from the account from this year, the closing balance of my restricted fund, for example. So when I was looking at it, I had to go back and I realized that, there's some adjustment that I did after the account, which I forgot that I did as adjustments. I did not check to see, the ripple effects. And from that, so I think that is one of the pitfalls that one needs to, once an account has been finalized, and that happened because funders mess things up, things that we thought we owe partners, we did not owe them anymore. And so those are the things that one needs to really think properly, that what ripple effects will it be before we make a decision on any adjustments, because if we are not careful, it can affect previous accounts, it can affect your balance. And then when you are doing the scheduling, like with my own little understanding, when we are talking about scheduling, we look at the trial balance, like the whole body. And then now, when we are talking about scheduling, it's like now saying that the head, this is what we have in the head, consists of brain, consists of this and that and that. And then when you look at it, everything, the head is complete. When you look at the arm, so that is how I look at it. And then at the end, I can look at the whole lot and see that, the whole body are complete, and I can explain, bit by bit, how everything comes together. That is my own understanding of a share an account from what you taught me. So I
Well,
just
thank you very much. And I must say to you, let me see who is here. Sepede is here. We'll make a record. Sepede, I think what we need to do, we need to send a box of chocolates to Florence. Yes, because of her honesty. Yes, and it's true. I'm telling you this. And guys, listen to me here. Yes, particularly us who are involved in this on a day-to-day basis. Yes. One of those issues that you always find, and you're always going to be finding there, is issue about opening balance. Yes. Well, the guys who are working with me, they know this. I can bet you, the amount of issues on opening balance that I see, all the time, and my colleagues are experiencing. Yeah, it's never ending. So we're gonna send you a box of chocolates. Sepede, yes, yeah, because now you are honest. Yes, because most people are not honest with that. You understand? They don't even realize, they've got opening balance issue. And this is what I'm saying here, guys. Think about it. You cannot be in stage number 3 and then you say you got opening balance issue. You cannot. You understand? If that happens, yeah, then it is pointing back again to stage number 1. Because think about it, how stage 1 works. Stage 1, every day you're posting, every week you're posting, every month you're posting. And then at the end of the month, you are doing your month end.
Yeah.
And what that month end is saying to you, you are checking. One of the things that you're checking is the opening balance.
Yeah.
So every month, when you do your month end, you're checking the opening balance. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, month 6, month 7, month 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Think about it. Yes? Every month you're checking that as part of your month-end process.
Okay.
Well, when you get to stage number 3, what do you think is going to happen?
Everything will be all right if you check it monthly to ensure that they are the same.
There you go. Yes?
I
That's
miss that bit.
discipline. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the discipline is stage number 1. Yes? And in fact, I'm even recommending to my colleagues and say, when you finish month 1, close it down. So you don't mistakenly put the journal or adjust it. Yeah? When you finish month 2, close it down. And that's why I like Sage. You understand? And not only the Sage 50, I like the Sage 100 or the other, because you got to close it down. It forces you to close down. Sage 50, you're just opening up to the end of the year. Yeah? QuickBooks, you can go and close it down.
Yeah.
Yes, every month close it down, put a lock.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, you got that discipline, so you're gonna make stage number 3 so simple, because it's not stage number 3 to identify opening balance differences. Yeah, it's stage number 1. That's where the issue is. Yeah, and because you have now been honest, we're gonna send you a chocolate, a box of chocolate.
I think what I missed there is that because I always it never happened until last year, but from your explanation, I think I need to put it now to ensure that at the end of every month, when I do my reconciliation and everything, looking at the control account, to ensure that my opening balance is the same as previous month.
Absolutely.
I think that is the where the mistake I made, because when I made that adjustment, if I've put it in as part of my things to do to ensure to looking at the closing balance as of last month, then I will have realized that error before the end of the final account.
Yeah.
Before doing the annual accounts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a discipline. It's discipline. And get a discipline. That's what I'm saying. Separate. Yeah. In your case, you are the same person doing stage 1 and stage number 3. You understand?
Yes, I'm the one doing everything.
There you go. So you need to have that discipline. When you are doing stage 1, you put on the hat of stage 1. Even if you have to have something that tells you, oh, I'm doing stage 1, put some sign somewhere. This today I'm doing stage 1. Yeah. And then when you get to doing stage number 3, you change the hat. Yes. And say, well, you know what I'm doing here, I'm doing scheduling, I'm doing the statutory accounts. Now I need to not talk about the figures. I'm just looking at, the statutory presentation. Yes. That schedule that you're now pulling out, is to support the accounts, the statutory format. Yes. That's what you're doing there. But all of the other bits, all those adjustments, reversal, prepayment, depreciation, all of this, don't wait till the end of the year. Every month, you got to do it.
I do that regularly.
Yes, and close it down. And if you do that, you get a discipline. When you get to stage 3, I'm telling you, you're going to really enjoy it. You can see, oh my goodness, and the figures are all tying up, and you sit down and then you relax, have a cup of tea, you understand? And but when you have to close everything down, you put a sign out there and say, please do not disturb. When you're doing statutory account, then you know that something is not right, something is not right. Yeah, and it's stage number 1 is pointing to stage number 1. Yeah, so it is so important, guys. Master stage number 1. Get the discipline of doing stage number 1, and then all the other stages will fall in place so easily. Yeah, but I'm happy to look at your stage 3, because again, the first thing that I look at when I'm looking at is I'm reviewing is to look at your opening balance. Yeah, discipline. And remember this, guys, so it is not like it's something that I'm just talking about. Yeah, if you go to the accounting standards, yes, you will see a massive, a whole, what you call it now, topic, on opening balance. Yes, why is that? Yeah, it's not like it's happening today. It's been happening time immemorial. Yes, where people are changing figures. Whether they do it deliberately or not deliberately, they don't realize. Yes, so they have a whole standard for it, opening balance. So you as an auditor, well, sorry, yes, that's the first thing, opening balance. You want to check to make sure the opening balances are correct. Yes, and it's a discipline. So it's not because you're an auditor that's the only people are talking about it. But no, if you are posting stage number 1, you got to have that discipline to have opening balance. Those figures are correct. Checking for it. Don't assume. Check it. Yeah, that's why you got a month-end, procedure. Yeah. I hope that's been very helpful today, guys. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening. One more time. Any questions? Anybody? Any questions? No? Okay. Well, take this opportunity to thank you guys again for coming.
Thank you very much.
Yes, I look forward to seeing you guys, next week. Yeah, all been well. Yeah. Thank you. Sepede, don't forget, you need to send Florence, chocolate. Yes.
Yeah.
For her honesty, our opening balance, Yes. So
Yeah,
here, well, no, if you come here and be honest, we'll give you a box of chocolate, Yes. So remember that. Just be honest. And I'm telling you, when you get a box of chocolate, you always remember to check your opening balance.
Don't worry, I've noted it. Right on my wall.
Every month, yes? When it close down, yes? But it'll be good. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Yes. All
Bye,
right.
everyone.
Yes. All the best. Yes.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Yes.
you.